I had a heart attack when I went to return the Gucci handbag to Net-a-Porter. Hello, I'm Lindsay from Have Clothes Will Travel. I share style and shopping content as well as travel guides. And for today's video, I'm going to be talking about Net-a-Porter. Net-a-Porter is a luxury online store that's based in London. They feature a variety of designer clothing, shoes, jewelry, and handbags for ladies. They have a separate website for men called Mr. Porter. If you're wondering whether or not Net-a-Porter is legit or if they're selling fake designer items, this is the video for you. So I had ordered from Net-a-Porter because they had the color and the size I was interested in for a YSL Lou camera bag. I mention this in all of my videos, but the reason that I shop for my designer and luxury items online is because I live in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin and I don't have access to luxury department stores or boutiques, so I do all my shopping for this fun stuff online. But now, why would I order from Net-a-Porter when I could just order directly from YSL? And the answer to that is because usually by the time I decide to order whatever designer item it is that I'm interested in, it is already sold out on the designer's website. So I'll go to third-party sites like Net-a-Porter to get the item that I want. And that's exactly what happened this time with this YSL Lou camera bag. I wanted this kind of silvery color for the logo, and on YSL's website they only have the camera bags with gold logo and a totally black logo, so that's why I did not order directly from YSL. Sites like Net-a-Porter too will usually have relationships with brands and designers, and they will release exclusive lines on their website. If you go on to Net-a-Porter's website, you'll see that there is a section dedicated just for their exclusive designer items, which you can only get on Net-a-Porter. And Net-a-Porter has one of the better exclusive sections in my opinion. They have a ton of fabulous pieces on here. At least in my experience though, Net-a-Porter is not cheaper than ordering directly from YSL. The prices of the handbags that I ordered were exactly the same. Now that I'm looking at these prices of these bags, they've increased almost $150 on both YSL's website and Net-a-Porter's website for no reason as far as I can tell. So that sucks. Sorry about that, guys. So how long did shipping take from Net-a-Porter? So my first order from Net-a-Porter was this YSL Lou camera bag. I had also ordered a Gucci Marmot camera bag because I had read so many negative reviews about the YSL bag that I wanted and so many positive reviews about the Gucci bag that looks really similar to it. So I wanted to make sure that I was making the best decision when it came to purchasing my new handbag, so I ordered them both. So I had an opportunity to compare them. I had opted for Net-a-Porter's next business day shipping. I did this because I wanted these handbags before I left for a trip. So I had placed my order at about 4 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. I had both of the handbags on my doorstep by 4:30 on Wednesday. They arrived with plenty of time before my trip, and it was worth paying extra, at least for me, for the express shipping, which this cost me $25. Net-a-Porter does also have a free standard shipping option, which I believe this takes about 5 business days on average to reach you. Also, just an FYI, you can opt out of having to sign for your package from Net-a-Porter. This is an option when you're checking out that you can check a little box. I mention this because at the time I knew my order would be arriving. I was probably going to be in a meeting and I didn't want to miss the UPS man or the FedEx man. Where did this come from? I think it was UPS. So I opted to not have a signature, and that was really convenient because most sites like this don't give you that option. You would have to contact the shipping company directly. So overall, I was super happy with the Net-a-Porter shipping experience. Now, for my goodies from Net-a-Porter. So the items themselves from Net-a-Porter, are they authentic? All of my items came with their original designer dust covers and authenticity paperwork. However, they did not come with their original designer boxes. I just had this nice black box from Net-a-Porter that had both handbags in it. I really wanted to make sure that I was getting the perfect handbag for me. So I also ordered this exact same YSL Lou camera bag directly from YSL, but with the black logo, just to compare it and to make sure 100% that I was making the right decision. So I can actually compare this Lou camera bag that came directly from YSL to my one that I got from Net-a-Porter. So YSL's packaging is divine. And it only took 2 days to get to me, and the shipping was free from YSL. I'm glad I ordered all of these bags though, because it confirmed that this is the bag for me. The black logo was just too shiny for me on the other bags, I guess. And Gucci items are something that I love in photos, but when I have them in my hands, I just don't love how stiff and shiny the leather is that they use. It's YSL all the way for me. But this does also give me the opportunity to compare the bag from Net-a-Porter and the one that came directly from YSL. So we can see if we can spot any differences between these two bags. Besides the logo color, can you spot any differences between these two bags? Because I can't. These handbags look identical to me. They have the same leather, same stitching. The logo looks the same, except for the color. The tassel, the straps, everything about them is the same. I think it's safe to say that Net-a-Porter is not selling fake designer items. So I ended up keeping this bag, and I've been using it non-stop for the last month. I'll be doing a separate video on this bag once it gets some more use, so stay tuned for that. But I sent the other YSL bag back to YSL. And then I had a heart attack when I went to return the Gucci handbag to Net-a-Porter. This is because I realized that the Gucci tags that were supposed to be attached to the bag were just laying in the Net-a-Porter box. I panicked because I didn't know if Net-a-Porter was going to take this handbag back now that these tags weren't on the bag. So I contacted their customer service via the chat feature on their website, and I told them what had happened. I received this handbag, the tags were just laying in the box. I don't want to keep the handbag though, and I'm freaking out. Their customer service was actually really good about it. They were very kind and considerate. They just asked that if the handbag was in its original condition and if it was in its original packaging and like protective coverings yet. Which it was, because I literally just like took it out, looked at the logo, and I'm like, this is not for me, and put it back. So everything was still intact, just not the tags. So the customer service rep made a note of this on my account, I guess, and told me to send it back, and I did, and there were no issues with my return. I did receive a full refund, so phew. Side note though, I had asked, or there was an option when I was doing this chat on Net-a-Porter's website to get a transcript of the conversation sent to my email, and I selected that because I did want a record that this customer service rep had said that everything was going to be fine with my return, even though these tags were not attached. I never ended up getting that transcript. They never emailed it to me. So if you are concerned about having a record of any sort of interaction you have with Net-a-Porter's customer service, I highly recommend taking screenshots. In my experience at least, you can't rely on the fact that they're going to email you your chat transcript, at least in my experience. So back to the return. I dropped my Net-a-Porter return off at UPS for free. They processed the return and issued me a refund within 6 days, which is the fastest I think I've ever gotten a refund from a site like this ever. So that was awesome. Also, I noticed before I placed this order that there were a ton of negative reviews about Net-a-Porter's customer service, and especially regarding the return process. For me, I had a pretty good return process. I mean, this was super smooth. It's honestly one of the better ones I've had in a long time. And as I always do with these videos, I use my personal email address when I'm placing an order. Net-a-Porter has no idea that I'm doing a YouTube video or writing a blog post about my shopping experience with them. I'm just another regular customer when I'm shopping for these review videos. I had a very good experience with Net-a-Porter and would recommend them based on this order that I had. So is Net-a-Porter legit? Yes, they're legit. They're not selling fake designer items. Their customer service, at least in my experience, was really good. I love my handbag that I got from Net-a-Porter that I can't get on YSL right now. I will absolutely be shopping on Net-a-Porter again because they had such a good return process. Their customer service was great. They have a fantastic selection of designer goodies. I will definitely be ordering from them again in the future. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more shopping content like this.